Hi, Rochelle. For such a specific search, I highly recommend looking based on subject headings, subject terms, or a thesaurus in each individual database. I'm going to use CINAHL as an example of how to do this. From the library's homepage, go to Databases by Topic, and then go to Nursing. Now, you could do a search here in this general search box. It's not going to be as specific as we need. So instead, go down and click on CINAHL Plus with full text. And we'll allow this a moment to load. Now, go up to CINAHL Headings. And you've been talking about, you wrote me about general literacy guidelines for the community and the public. That comes under a number of different terms. I'm going to put that think of that in terms of best practices. So I'm going to type in the term best practices, in other words, what works best, and search relevancy ranked, and best practices did not quite generate what seems helpful. I'm going to go on to the second page. There's practice guidelines. That's closer, though that's, I suspect, nearer to medicine. Let's take a look and see what that one says. Healthcare practitioners, patient care decisions. So that one might work. I'm actually looking for a slightly different term. So I am going to do a little different search. I am going to search CINAHL Headings. Okay, the link is at the bottom. Best practices is also known as professional practice. And that one came up. So I'm going to go to professional practice. I'm going to check it as a subject heading. Now it also includes subheadings. Subheadings narrow it more, but that may or may not be useful for us. For instance, trends in professional practice or history of professional practice. I'm not going to narrow it at this point. And you can see over here in the right-hand column, it's added that search term and ready to search the database. Now we're going to browse some additional terms. And of course, what does health literacy and people coming out of prison or just the community in general relate to? It relates to public health. So I'm going to enter the term public health. Now I didn't show this a moment ago, but term begins with, term contains. You want to use relevancy ranked. That is the most helpful tool at this point. And there it is, public health. I'm going to check off public health. And again, there are different aspects of public health. There is public health education. Now that can refer to used for education or teaching about diseases. So it can be educating people about how to do public health or educating the public about their health. I am not going to narrow it at this point, but I'm going to leave it general. I'm going to browse one additional term, which is the one you asked for, which is health literacy. And you'll see that health literacy does not come up. It has a parent term. Its parent term is information literacy. And that would not be known if I weren't focused on that as a research. So I'm going to just check health literacy as a keyword. I'm going to combine all of these terms with AND to narrow the search, and I'm going to search the database. And this came up with 2 targeted items. And this one, a critical analysis on best practices in public health. This is from the Canadian Journal of Public Health. The one thing that I would recommend in changing this so you get just a bit more to choose from, since this is rather narrow, is that I would change this search up here, this first search box. Change this to OR. Put that Boolean expression into parentheses, so you're looking for public health practice, professional practice, or public health and health literacy, and then hit search. This one broadened it just a little to 46. And while some may focus on dentistry, this is a good way to narrow your search and be more effective. If you're not getting good results, you need different terms.